rewatch it then?
Yes.
Okay, good.
All right. So unfortunately, I won't be able to see anybody. So if anybody has a question, feel free to interrupt me at any time.
Okay, thank you.
But thank you so much for joining us. And I'm so excited to have everybody joining us on May 12th at Parx Casino in Bensalem for our More Than Pink walk. I just want to start off with a little mission moment and share what our vision is and why we are joining together. And that is very simple. It is a world without breast cancer. And we plan to have eventually a world without breast cancer through our mission of saving lives by meeting the most critical needs for our communities and investing in breakthrough research to prevent and cure breast cancer. You'll see this at the walk, but I'll also share our Komen 360 approach. So this is the research, care, community, and action. And if you haven't yet, here is the QR code so you can scan to register to join the fun. We are asking that anybody who plans to attend this event, please register ahead of time. A little bit of schedule of events are open. Our site opens at 8:30 a.m. At 8:45 a.m., we have a lovely performance by our Joseph A. Furco string band. They will come in full uniform, which is so much fun. At 9:15, we ask all survivors and those living with breast cancer to line up for their pathway of hope. Our program begins at 9:30 a.m. and our official walk begins at 10 o'clock. The biggest question, where should I park? So the More Than Pink walk will take place on the horse track at Parx East, not the main casino. It's completely free. I always say if you pull in, there's one of two entrances that most people pull in. There's either going to be giant horse statues or an Applebee's to your left.
Right.
Regardless of your entrance, this building will be to the left. And you'll see many parking signs. Just follow the signs in our attendance and they'll get you there. The second major question, how do I get my t-shirt? So we did have a pre-event deadline of April 14th. So anybody who registered $100 or more or is a survivor should have received their shirt or is receiving their shirt before walk day. There's still a chance to earn it though. So feel free to keep fundraising. So anybody who raises that amount after that April deadline will receive their shirt post-event. We will not have any shirts on site that day. So just wanted to cover some of our top areas. One of our main spots is our top fundraiser and VIP tent. So this is a really fun area for anybody who has raised $1,000 or a team that has raised $2,500. And you'll be able to see, your team's sign with progress. You'll see our sign here that says Harvin's Heroes. That's with Captain Linda Jean. And they raised over $3,800 last year, beating their goal. In this area, we're going to have some fun swag items for our special VIP members. We're also going to be having a coffee cart from B Cups Coffee there. We have special bags from Independence coming. We have breakfast from ShopRite and just a fun area. So for anybody who, again, raised that amount, teams who have raised over $5,000, they're going to be welcomed on stage for a group photo with our photographer. And any team that raises $10,000 will be receiving their own 10 by 10 tent decorated by us. The next area is our Hope Village tent. This is an area for survivors and those currently battling breast cancer to come together as one community. So everybody is allowed that or welcome that is a survivor. At registration, you'll receive a pink bracelet indicating that you are a survivor and that you will be coming into Hope Village. In this area, you'll meet others. We have everyone from just diagnosed maybe a couple months ago to where you can see in this picture, they're 40-year-long survivors. You'll also see that we have, again, breakfast served by ShopRite. We have coffee from Wall. We have florals donated by Wegmans. We have basket giveaways. There's going to be little cakes in there, a photo booth opportunity with a bunch of fun props with it, and just a really great area to meet your community as well as learn a little bit more about Komen programs. I mentioned that we have our Pathway of Hope. We are lining up for this at 9:15 a.m. in Hope Village right before our opening ceremony. It starts at the beginning of our opening ceremony, so you will not be missing anything through the ceremony. We line up by year of survival. So if you're, 5 years, you'll line up with the other people who have been a survivor for 5 years. And we start from earliest to oldest. So if we have somebody who was a 40-year survivor, they'll be ending the pathway for us. If you unfortunately have lost somebody to breast cancer, we do invite you to our We Remember tent. This is an area where you can clip up a photo, write their name, as you can see in these images, and really take that moment to remember their presence and their memory. This is a quiet area. It's a very, very, I want to say, peaceful area as well, but just some place to really remember those who we unfortunately lost to breast cancer and to remember why we keep going. Next, you'll see our 4-pillar tents. This consists of those pillars I was speaking of: research, care, community, and action. These tents are obviously not from our Philadelphia event, but they showcase what the tents look like amazingly. Our research will share a little bit about what MBC is. Our care shows what services Komen offers. Our community tent talks about volunteering and showing that we truly are part of a community. And our action tent is where you can sign up to become a Komen advocate. Opening ceremony begins at 9:30 a.m. This is where you will have our MC give a little bit of a story, a presentation. We have speakers. We have an NBC speaker and a survivor speaker share their story. We share pillar moments where we have wraps raised and spinning, and we just kind of all come together to celebrate and start the actual walk. In addition to all of that, we have our wonderful sponsor tents that everybody can come and visit. We have sponsors like Alliance, CBS, Independence, Jefferson, Wawa, all of those joining us, and Walgreens doing a special Feel More Like You program. I would also like to add that I forgot to include a slide on it, but the walk is a 1-mile loop around the horse track. I like to joke and say that I put a call in with Mother Nature that we will have beautiful, beautiful weather. And so far, she's holding her end of the deal. However, if in the case of rain, I will state that the track is extremely difficult to get around if you have mobility issues. Not to say not to come, because there is a million other things to do. But I just want to give warning that it can be very, very muddy if it rains. But in general, we're hoping for a beautiful day with a beautiful track. Coming into a little bit about fundraising, our fundraising center is the place to be. And I always say download the app because it makes life so much easier when it comes to fundraising. You can easily track your progress, collect donations, scan checks. The checks are just like if you use your mobile banking app, it's the exact same process. You scan the front, scan the back, and that check is now part of your fundraising total. You can also connect to Facebook there. You can track your team's progress if you're a captain. You can edit your page and do so much more.
Taylor, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
You don't connect directly to Instagram?
So
I don't have Facebook. I have Instagram, and I was trying to figure out a way to, like, I was copying the link, but it wasn't like making it like a hyperlink when I added it to my Instagram page. Do you know what I mean?
Right, exactly. Let me ask our social media team, because I believe there is a way, and I'm not 100% certain how.
Yeah, I think you have to do link in bio, but we'll find out and let you know.
Okay,
exactly. Let me double check on that one.
That's great. Okay.
Actually, I'm writing it down now so I don't.
I love the app too.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the app. Again, connecting to Facebook is always our biggest suggestion, because anybody it's on average 4 times more than those who do not connect. And it's quite simple through the app. in through our fundraising center, there's a big blue box that says connect to Facebook, and that is all you have to do. It is super simple. With warning, if you see donations coming on your Facebook, but they're not showing up on your app, we did receive them. There is a major lag between Facebook and our donor center, but we did receive them. They will show. There's just a glitch right now thanks to Facebook, but it's all coming through. Just please, it takes a couple of days to get on. Another major fundraising thing you can do is have a donor match. So this is a great way to ask your employer to make a match. A lot of employees have a 100% match. So if you donate $100, they will also donate $100, making it a $200 donation. And if you're not sure if your employer will match, we actually have a portion of our website. So it's Come Matching Gifts that will show what your employer matches. For example, Bank of America over here has a 1-to-1 match where if you, with a minimum of $24 and a maximum of $5,000 for all of their employees. And there's some other fun prizes. So if you've raised $250, you're eligible for a beanie. $1,000 is a hooded sweatshirt that looks so nice. And what I want so bad is the $5,000 soft shell jacket. It looks like an incredible jacket. And if you haven't already, I highly recommend joining our Facebook group. It is just Komen, Pennsylvania, More Than Pink Walk. We share a lot of fun things happening, such as challenge information, as well as day of events and welcoming teams. If you're unable to walk or if you'd like to participate in a different way, we also have volunteering available. We always are looking for day of volunteers. And some of the areas that you can get involved is owning an area, such as Hope Village or VIP, helping us organize a donation drive for survivor gift bags, or becoming a setup day volunteer group. So anything along those lines, you can scan that QR code or feel free to reach out to me directly to volunteer. And we would not be able to have this walk without our incredible sponsors. So just wanted to give them a little bit of a shout out as well and a thank you. And a thank you to all for helping to create a world without breast cancer.
Yes, thank you. Any questions from anyone?
So I do have another question.
Of course.
If my mom wants to attend the event, but she can't walk.
Right.
Well, I mean, she can walk, but she had a knee surgery recently. So
Yeah. Fair enough.
so I should still register as a team member, right? She can't just.
Yeah, so we would ask that she still registers.
Okay.
We just try to keep track of everybody who is there that day.
Okay.
And there's I did stop sharing my screen, right? You can actually. Okay.
Yeah.
There is a ton of areas that she can sit. They have picnic tables with fence picnic tables by the fence with umbrellas. Yeah, there's a million.
She's all worried. She's like, "What if you register me and then I'm not feeling good that day and I can't make it?" I'm like, "That's okay. It'll be fine."
Yeah, that's no problem.
So I told her I would ask you guys.
Yeah, and you can register her online, and we'll also have registration day up.
Okay, I'll do it tonight. I'll add her as a team member and get her registered.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. And